Yo, what's up? This is gonna be something new. This is me just kind of recording my practice and just talking about the game and just talking about random thoughts that I have, because I feel like this is easier to do, for me at least, than streaming, because I'm not necessarily answering specific questions or talking to someone specific. It's kind of just me talking, you know. And I don't really have like a plan for this or anything, but I think this is how I prefer to go about talking about some topics in Melee, and just, I don't know, even just talking about whatever I want to talk about. I have a lot of things to say. Like, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I just put out some tweets about just a new revelation I had with how I practice and how I want to change that. So I kind of want to talk more about that. Like, pretty much the way I've been practicing for, like, when did 20XX come out? Whenever 20XX came out, I think that is when I shifted my practice towards trying to always find, like, the answer. I think it's a very, like, kind of spacey thing to do, is to always want to find the answer to that, or to things, but I think I just took it, like, too far in a way. Where, like, so for example, I was saying, like, I'm probably the best in the world at specific things, like something like this. Like, I am probably the best in the world at getting this power shield shine, because I've done it like a million times, you know. But I guess the problem with that is whenever I would mess it up, I would just reset. I just reset, like, oh, I messed up, like, I just reset. And now I realize how that has ingrained, like, such a deep habit, like a mental habit of, like, oh, you messed up, just get out of there, like, reset. And I think that makes me, like, pretty predictable. It makes me, like, less proactive in these situations where something doesn't go, like, my way, you know? Because, like, if they were to, like, do a slightly different nair, like that, for example. Oh, I still hit that one. Yeah, like that. Like, I would reset it. It's hard to tell if I'm gonna actually get the shine, but I never played a situation like well after, if it's not what I'm expecting. So now when I practice, I am really trying to, like, break that habit of resetting and just playing whatever situation I get, because I'm not going to be able to tell, like, what actually happens in a match. Or I won't be able to tell what they're actually going to do. Like, some opponents might do exactly what I want them to do, and then I'll, like, execute it well. But for the most part, like, I won't be able to tell. And honestly, I don't really want to. I think that'd be kind of boring in a way if I always knew what my opponent was going to do and how to counter it. Because then I feel like that is why I fall in the loop of just, like, not attacking my weaknesses and just being like, oh, I just need to play better. Oh, I just need to execute better, or whatever. Oh, that was cool. But yeah, I don't know. It was really eye-opening just how ingrained it is. Because even when I, like, voice chat with people and I'm practicing and I mess something up, I just hit reset and I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, that is, like, the definition of a habit, is, like, when you're doing it without even noticing. And that's just what I've been doing. But I don't know. This also, like, lets me kind of shadowbox more effectively. I always view shadowboxing as, like, a specific thing to practice. But now I kind of realize that it's, like, it should just be in all of my practice. Like, when they mess that up, or when I mess that up, maybe I assume that they're teching this way, I try and finish that combo. I'm wrong. They got to the ledge. Now I can fight out of the corner. And I have good Texio there. Or when I mess up the execution, I can kind of assume from how I mess it up, like, how they'll open me up. Like, if they'll get, like, a big opener where it's like, okay, I probably can't reverse this situation. I'm probably going to be off stage recovering. And it's like, oh, well, I want to practice, like, good recovery out of messing up, you know? And, like, before I used to just practice recovery this way. I just, like, jump off the stage, practice my shortens, practice my shine stalls, and practice my angles, and, like, ledge dashing out of them. Which I think is good. I still think practicing like this is fine for the execution. But I think once you have the execution down, then maybe, like, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Like, again, there's no structure to this video or, like, these type of videos that I want to do. I kind of just want to, like, free ramble. And, you know, if people vibe with it, then that's cool. But I mostly just want to talk about it because I love talking about this game. I have a lot of thoughts on it and everything. And then, funnily enough, like, someone DM'd me on Twitter after I made those tweets and sent me a link to this, like this. Yeah, I need to be solid there, so I fucked up. They sent me a link to this book, a piano teaching book, and they told me to read, like, this one part about it. I'm probably gonna, like, check out the whole book, but one part that this guy mentioned that was very similar to what I was talking about is how piano teachers will encourage you to never practice things in isolation, but practice things from the start, the middle, and after, so you can flow into things more naturally. And then I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I definitely practice things in isolation for my entire career, pretty much. And it's funny because it's like, it's the type of problem that, like, only I can really figure out. I mean, because no one ever told me I had this problem. They just told me that I'm bad at scrambles. Like, they're just like, yeah, you just gotta get better at scrambles. You gotta get better at this. And it's just like, man, when I look back at that advice is just like, it's not great advice. It's like it's just giving you the answer, but it's like not showing you, like, the solution, right? It's not showing you how to get better at it, or it's not showing you, like, why you suck at it. And it's like, to be fair, like, yeah, it's probably on me to figure that out, but the way I took advice, and I think the way a lot of Melee players take advice, they're just like, oh, that's the answer, I'm just gonna do that. And it's like they don't question why they're doing it in the first place. Because, like, there was a huge underlying reason as to why I was treating scrambles the way I was in the first place. And it's like, you know, it's a combination of things. For one, like, the way I viewed the game, thinking that, like, a lot of these things were just kind of solvable. And it's how I practice, and they kind of just went hand in hand. And, like, it's funny because, like, last year is when I started to view the game differently, and I was like, okay, I think I'm wrong about how the game is supposed to be played. And even though I realized I was wrong, it was still really hard to, like, change it. And I noticed this, like, during Full Bloom. Like, during my Full Bloom sets when I was fighting Crike, where I was, like, a bit nervous, and I was having, like, some ego problems, but the main thing I noticed was that, like, I was very aware of what was going on. I was looking at the scrambles, and I was like, okay, I see what's happening, but my hands were not in sync. They were kind of on autopilot and just doing the things that we practice. And I was like, why is there such a huge disconnect? Like, I know what's happening. I see the scramble. I want to play it better, but my hands are just doing their own thing. And now it's like, oh, that is because that is how I practice for years and years. And I've always heard the saying of like you are like what you practice, or what you practice is how you perform. And I never really understood it, because I'm like, yeah, I practice stuff like this. Like, I practice good shit. So like, I plan on doing good shit. And it's like, oh man, I didn't practice the nuance. I ignored the nuance. I just like kind of shied away from it because I either wanted to be right, and if I wasn't right, I assumed I was wrong, and if I'm wrong, then I kind of want to like reset, or I just like kind of accept that I lost if I'm wrong. But I think I've had that all wrong, and it's very exciting because like the last few days, like that I've been playing Melee, I've been like, because I'm aware of this problem now, it's less scary when I'm in the scramble. It's way less scary because I know what this is. I know this is just a part of the game now. Oh fuck. Like, even there, like I just reset. I said, oh fuck, and then I like instinctively, naturally just clicked the reset button. Because that's just how I've been practicing. It's like, man, no, like I need to keep playing this. And when I hit it, of course, like, you know, I want to execute well. Man. That also brings me to, like, I don't know, another point where I need to broaden, like, the ways I want to punish things. Meaning, I want to have multiple ways to punish things, even if I'm reading them. Right? So, like, for example, like this, I am going to reset here a lot just to explain this better, but like this is how I like to punish the Nair, right? It's my strongest punish on Nair. I get like my Power Shield Shine. I get my biggest opener. But the issue with always punishing like that is if they're reading that, and they decide that, okay, instead of nairing, I'm gonna grab them. I'm gonna read them trying to Power Shield Shine, or trying to reverse out a shield, and I'm gonna grab them. So it's like, okay, for me, it's like, well, now I want multiple ways to deal with that. I want to keep them guessing of how I'm gonna punish their, like, approach. So if they think, yeah, I'm gonna like run up shield, maybe I like backflip, right? Maybe I like backflip and back air or something, and then that could work well, like against the Nair as well in some cases. Or maybe I go like even with the Nair sometimes, but hard punish the grab attempt, you know. But it's like, I don't know, I just want multiple ways to punish things, because I feel like I get predictable if I'm only punishing things in a certain way. Even if it is, like, in my mind, the right way to punish it, because it gives me the strongest punish, but it's just like, man, it's just not how the game works, really. And it's like, I'm accepting that. And it's really cool, like, I like it. But yeah, it's like, now I need to have, like, you know, good defense out of this. I need to make sure I'm, like, hitting my slide offs, hitting my smash DI when I'm wrong. Like, I need to be prepared for that. And I also need to be ready, like, when I'm right. So, like, I'm just gonna, yeah, I keep fucking that up. It's fine. But I'm gonna keep playing it. Yeah, I keep messing that up. But, like, you know, I can play this scramble really well. I missed the tech there, but let me just have him do something, actually, if I'm missing the tech. Because I think I will be missing the tech naturally if I shield. So, like, you know. That's a combo I don't really want to get hit by. So, let's see. That was a good reaction. Like, now I'm just missing the Power Shield Shine, but that's okay. I can still play it, like, cleanly after. There we go. less defense. Oh, yeah, like I missed the tech there too. Oh. I can't hit that tech. Interesting. When does he run in for this? Delayed. I see. Yeah, like I definitely want to maybe be DIing to the left. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's just cool. I don't know. That part's cool to me. Like I can't really know what the best thing here is. I just have to like kind of keep playing. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how my opponent chooses to punish here. It's also just like kind of relieving to just be like, you know, I can't lap this. Like I can't lap every situation and how they're gonna respond to it. Because like I'm limited in a way where it's like I see something new every day when I play this game. I don't know exactly how people are gonna like go for punishes. Some foxes might waveland, some foxes might full hop up air, some foxes might do a delay, full hop up air, some of them might short hop up air, some of them might back air, some of them might shine, some of them might full hop late drill, you know? There's just so many ways that this can like play out that I'm actually like kind of wasting time. I feel like if I sit here trying to think of all the ways it can play out rather than being like more open to just the randomness of it and trusting my reactions and instincts. It's like, man, I played this game for a long time and I just know how it works. Like, yes, there's like 100 different things that can happen in all these situations, but they still boil down to like kind of 3 things. A lot of times it's like, are they going to hit me now or are they going to delay, you know, their attack? Are they going to attack now or delay their attack? Or are they going to bait me? Something like that. And within those 3 like categories, like yeah, like 1,000 different things can happen, you know, but I can still simplify it. That's cool. But yeah, I don't know how long I even want to record these. Like, this is gonna be the first one, and you know, if people kind of vibe with this and whatever, then I can keep making more. I probably will just keep making more, just because like this is truly probably my favorite thing to do right now, is to talk about Melee and voice like my thoughts. And if these things can like help people, then that is just like an added bonus of that. Like I love being able to like help people and save people time, because it's like the only reason I can like kind of talk about this stuff is because I've like experienced it. Because I've experienced like what it's like to be bad in scrambles and practice in this way. I can help save people like 7 years of their time just because I've already made the mistakes myself, which is really cool. Like I like helping people from my own experiences and failures and things like that. Other cool part about this is like initially I was like, oh my god, I wasted so much time doing this. I'm so disappointed in myself and so embarrassed. But like, I don't know, if I were to view it in a more positive light, then like I probably have a lot of knowledge in these scraps because I've like tested so many of these nuanced situations. And it's like they might just be fighting off of intuition in these scraps. But I feel like with the way I practice and how I'm going to practice now, I can fight with intuition and knowledge. So I think I can actually have like an upper hand on most people in these scraps. Just because, one, I know like hard counters, I know how they work, and I can also scrap with my intuition as well. And my intuition is pretty good in this game when I let it, like, flow, I guess. When I'm not just trying to, like, overanalyze the situations and whatnot. I also have pretty good tech skill. Truly. So, if anything, I see myself being even more confident in the scraps because I have good tech skill. I just didn't know what to do, and I didn't know why I was bad at it. And then it's like, because I didn't know I was bad at it and everything, it's like I would just label myself and listen to other people's labels about me. Just like, yeah, he's just defensive, or blah 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 and everything. And I just be like, yeah, they're right. It's like, man, they've never been more wrong, honestly. The fact that they can tell me why, like, anyone, is just feels further, like, proof of that. But yeah, I don't know. Practice has been so much fun right now. Like, I love hitting, like ledge dashes like this, where it's like, yeah, I fucked up, and now I have to hit, like, the cleanest ledge dash, and then there's so much value in hitting one like that. Because sometimes they get caught off guard. Oh. Okay, I keep doing the shield thing. Fuck, dude. Fuck. I'm in my own head, because I'm like, oh my god, wait a minute. I'm not supposed to just keep shielding. I need different ways to deal with that, because sometimes he will grab me. And this is cool because this is more accurate to, like, how a game will go, I feel like. Where it's not just like a black and white punish every single time, right? It's like there's gonna be some, like, slop to it. They might hit me with a really, like, late lingering part of Nair that I wasn't expecting to get hit by because I thought they would grab, and now it's like, now we're in this, like, scrap where the Fox has some slight frame advantage, but I can still play. Like, I can still do my timing mix-ups rather than just mashing something. And I can still be ready for when it goes wrong. Oh, yeah, like this? Yeah. Like, that's not something I can lab. It's getting up smashed in that way. I just got up smashed. That is not, like, I had no idea that was gonna happen. I love this game. Like, I wish something like this was available to me when I was, like, in high school and I just learned about the game. Like, if I could listen to, like, a player talk about, like, practicing and things like that, I would have really enjoyed it, I guess. But it also would have helped give me a lot of insight as a beginner and everything. But I can do the start. This might be my own personal, like, niche. Because I know, like, I know people make educational, like, content for Melee and everything. But I feel like if people are talking about the game, it's usually, like, on their stream. And just, like, kind of answering the question. But this feels more of, like, kind of like a podcast-y type of thing. But it's like, I don't have any structure whatsoever with this. I am just fucking yapping and moving from one thing to the other. and it's been really fun. How long has this been? It's been 25 minutes. Like, dude, yeah, like I don't know how long these should be, because like I could just talk for like hours and hours and hours, but I don't want to always upload like, you know, hour-long videos and just fucking talking. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. Like, obviously, feedback is greatly appreciated. Like, if people like leave comments and stuff, and like I don't know, if you guys have questions too, like I can always look at the comments and just potentially talk about them in the next video. And stuff like this is just stuff that I can do like whenever. This is easier than streaming. This is easier than turning on my stream and waiting for people to like ask me questions and then going into that. And then someone coming stream late and being like, what was he talking about? And I might have to re-explain it. Like, this just feels so much better for what I want to accomplish. And what I want to accomplish is like being able to talk about the game, you know, or whatever. Like, I can actually just do whatever I want. If I want to make a 20-minute YouTube video about me practicing while I talk about like the controller discourse that everyone on Twitter is talking about, then I can do that. I don't think I will right now, but you know, I have my own personal thoughts about that stuff. I also have my thoughts on how people go about talking about it, where it's always like I don't know. People are always fighting. It's just like, this is my side, and if you're not on my side, then you're wrong, and you're on their side. And I think there's a lot of nuance to those discussions, not just the controller thing, but just in general, like how people talk on Twitter and everything. It's kind of draining, honestly. Okay, let me think. Because I think 30 minutes is like enough for these videos, even though I wanted to practice like a lot more. 30 minutes might be enough.
Choose your character.
I'll practice some Fox for like 3 minutes, like just some, like my movement with Fox and everything. I've been playing so much more Fox and falling like more in love with this character. He's so cool. Like playing Falco for like a year and a half, I definitely neglected the fuck out of my Fox. He only came out to like up their upper Jigglypuff and like Shine Spike Luigi's and Wave Shine Peach. But like, other than that, it was just, I was playing the majority of Falco at tournaments and everything. But now I think I'm like really in a good place to like play both of these characters really comfortably. Switch off of them when I need. But I am in the process of like coming up with a game plan to play both of these characters. I like to reset after messing up the side B. And it's like, no, I should just keep playing. Tournament winner, like I should keep playing. Like I have drifts, I have mix-ups, I have like wavelands and stuff like that. I should just keep playing. But I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, game plan for playing both Fox and Falco. Yeah. I'm really trying to kind of come up with when I want to play Falco and when I want to play Fox. Because I think just going off of the vibes is like, it feels good, but I don't know if it's like reliable. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. There's not a lot of people I can talk to about this. It's kind of just Mango. And he's been doing it for like 20 years. And me and Mango also are just completely, like, we're just two different people. But it would be interesting if like, if dual maning Spaceys was like the normal thing to do. Like if every Spacey player had a secondary Fox or a secondary Falco that they could always bring out and that they were consistently bringing out in tournaments, then I'd have a lot more people to talk to about this and a lot more like ideas to bounce off. But I don't know. It's kind of cool that not a lot of people are doing it, because I do get to create my own path for how I want to go about this. I can't, and I won't just like copy the way Mango did this, because that won't work for me. Yeah. Also, I guess in some of these videos, I might just like zone out and get quiet for a second if I like really get into the practice, because I am trying to be mindful about the stuff I'm practicing right now, but I also want to be able to do these things without having to focus on them, you know? Like, if I can get to a point where I'm holding a conversation and I'm talking about these things and I'm getting very immersed in whatever conversation I'm having, and I'm not resetting when something messes up and I'm staying present and still, like, playing the game and practicing effectively, that would make me, like, very happy. And that would be proof that, like, you know, I am changing that habit. I am fixing it. So yeah, that'd be cool. I actually don't think it's going to take that long either to fix a lot of those ingrained habits, especially because I'm aware of where it started and why it happened. So like I have a game plan to attack that way of thinking. I do reset when I die though. Like when I air die, it's just like air dive off stage. Of course, I'm always gonna reset that. That's just a time save. Like, so yeah. Okay. As much as I want to keep talking, seriously, I could do this for like 3 hours straight. But I want to see how this does. I want to see how people vibe with this. Yeah. Wait, why is this? Wait. Was my controller, were you guys seeing my inputs the entire time? I don't know. Whatever. But, that's not that important. Yeah. Let me know what you think about a type of format like this. Is this enjoyable? You know, feedback, positive and negative. I'm open to it. Like, I can take it. But yeah, this is fun. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.